Hi friends, Mindy here. I'm sharing with you today a journal that I have recently created, still very much inspired by this sort of nautical feel. And I created this journal from a box that I covered in stone paper and then painted on the cover. I do have some chiffon wrapped around it, but you could take this and just leave it off if you weren't interested, or you could, if you wanted to make it more permanent, thread it through these stitches here on the spine. So the journal measures roughly 6¼ by 4½ with a 2-inch spine. You can see I have 5 signatures that have been sewn in with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch and some twine. And I have several different paper packs that I actually used to create this journal that I just felt like they coordinated really well, but they've been in my stash for a while and I wanted to use them. So this is some Stamperia paper. I love this paper. I love Stamperia's collections. This is actually from an old Craftsmith one. This was one of those Michael's like hot buy paper pads that I had. And then I have a journaling card. I have a couple of little ephemera pieces left over from my Buy the Bowl for God kit that show up as some focal points in here. I did add some coffee dyed paper in here as well because why not? I love coffee dyed paper. I do have one of those ephemera pieces and a little tag that I created. And then you'll see some little pieces of chiffon just for some extra texture as you go through the journal. This is a journaling card from that same Stamperia paper pad. And then this paper here is some authentique paper. That's just a really old collection that I've had for a while. I have this belly band that I created with some unbleached cheesecloth here, and then a tag with that same Stamperia paper. And then plenty of writing space. You'll see this was actually a journaling card from the authentique paper collection, but I just didn't like the sentiment that was on the back of it. So I just added some coffee dyed paper so there would be extra writing room. There are over 120 sides of this journal, if you count like each side separate, because there's 5 signatures. And so there's a lot of writing space, and I left it that way sort of on purpose so that this would be a great journal for memory keeping if you did, going on a vacation or something like that, or if you just like the theme like me and you just want to have plenty of writing space. You could do scripture writing in here. You could do some devotional journaling or memory keeping, like I said, just really whatever. There's plenty of writing space in this journal. I'm just going to go through. I do have a reel on this on my Instagram, but I wanted to do a more in-depth sort of look at this. You can kind of see here's another belly band with a tag, just some fun fabrics and some more of that cheesecloth for some texture in here. And then this gives you the opportunity to really decorate it, and I didn't want to make it too thick before it ever, got into your hands as well. So I just have some little pieces here of some tags that I created as well, like another little piece of chiffon, and then more coffee dyed paper. And this paper here, it just has a really great feel. I love it. It's kind of like linen almost. And then another journaling card where I just covered the back in coffee dyed paper. And then a lot of side tucks, like I said, just a lot of writing space. So like I said, there are 120 sides if you count each side individually, in the 5 signatures here. And I will have this journal up for sale. If you're interested in that, check out my Instagram. If it does sell, I will put that in the description below too as well. And then this is just one of the papers from that Stamperia. Looks like an old tattered kind of postcard that I trimmed down to fit in here. I love the look of the Stamperia paper as well. Here's another one, which is with those fun jagged edges, and just a lot of writing space on the back as well. So this one I just created a little tag. I did some stamping on there. And again, one of the Buy the Bowl for God ephemera pieces that was left over from my devotional kit. And then some more of the cheesecloth here. I just thought that was a fun texture this month. And then this journaling card, again, I just backed that with some coffee dyed paper. This is some more of that Stamperia paper, another journaling card. So lots of, like you can, so you can see lots of pockets, lots of tuck spaces, lots of open room to do your journaling or memory keeping or anything you want to. Sky's the limit really with journals, which is the fun thing about them. And then coming up here to the end, I have one more pocket back here, and then coffee dyed, and then that same Stamperia paper again, and that's what's on the inside of the cover as well. So if you liked this video, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. My Instagram is Minder78. It will be linked down in the description as well. And I appreciate taking the time to watch.